is approaching one of the largest patent cliffs in its history, and it could create major opportunities across the biotech space. Between now and 2030, approximately 190 drugs, including nearly 70 blockbusters, are expected to lose their exclusivity, patent law. Depending on the methodology, these products represent between 230 and 300 billion in annual branded drug revenue. That doesn't mean every dollar disappears immediately. Small molecule drugs face generic competition, while complex biologic medicines face what they call biosimilars. The erosion can occur gradually, but Big Pharma must begin replacing that revenue now. And developing a new drug internally, it can take like 10 years or longer. So that leaves pharma companies with three primary options: develop new medicines internally, license promising drugs and technologies from biotech companies, or just simply acquire those companies outright. So this creates a powerful strategic backdrop for companies possessing approved products, differentiated clinical programs, and valuable technology platforms. So consider Iovance Biotherapeutics. IOVA owns Amtagvi. It's the first, hear me on this, the first FDA-approved individualized T-cell therapy for previously treated advanced melanoma. It also owns manufacturing infrastructure and broader tumor-infiltrating lymphocyte, that's TIL, platform that may eventually extend it into additional solid tumors, and I bet it will. So for a large pharma company looking to strengthen its oncology franchise, say like AstraZeneca, Iovance represents more than one drug. It represents an entire cellular therapy platform. Next is Intellia Therapeutics, NTLA. They're developing in vivo or IV gene editing treatments designed to address disease at its genetic source, potentially through a single administration. You hear that? One dose. If Intellia successfully advances its hereditary angioedema and ATTR programs, its technology could offer Big Pharma something increasingly valuable, an entirely new class of durable medicines with applications extending well beyond a single product. And that makes Intellia a potential partner, a licensing opportunity, or strategic acquisition candidate. They're already partnering with Regeneron. Then we have Novavax. NVAX has transitioned away from being a traditional vaccine maker. So through its Sanofi partnership, Novavax can generate milestone and royalty revenue while reducing much of the cost and commercial risk associated with global vaccine distribution. There's a lot to it. Its Matrix M adjuvant may also have value across future vaccines and potentially in combination with new immunology and oncology programs. And as pharmaceutical companies search for differentiated platforms capable of improving multiple products, Matrix M could become increasingly strategically valuable to them. Finally, TEVA, TEVA, may benefit from the opposite side of the patent cliff. When conventional drugs lose exclusivity, generic manufacturers can enter. And when biologics lose exclusivity, biosimilar manufacturers can compete. And guess what? Our friends at TEVA, they participate in both markets. It has a massive, massive global generics operation, a developing biosimilar portfolio, and growing innovative brands, including Austedo and others. So TEVA can potentially benefit when competitors lose exclusivity while simultaneously building its own protected pharma revenue. Okay, the larger takeaway here. Big Pharma is not facing an optional expense. It is facing a revenue replacement problem. Hundreds of billions of dollars in existing pharma sales are approaching generic or biosimilar competition. It means the price is going to go down, which is good for us. Internal research alone ain't going to help to do it, okay? So that should increase the strategic value of approved drugs, late-stage clinical assets, and differentiated technology platforms. It should also support additional licensing agreements, partnerships, and acquisitions across the biotech spectrum, right? It does not guarantee that IOVA, NTLA, or NVAX will be acquired or that TEVA will capture all the opportunities. But all four companies possess assets that become more relevant as that patent cliff approaches 2030. The chart is beginning to confirm the fundamental story also. XBI has broken out from a multi-year base, and its quarterly structure resembles the beginning of the previous major biotech expansion. That happened back in 2010. So the market may be recognizing what Big Pharma kind of already knows. It needs revenue. And biotechnology owns much of the innovation required to create it. So full disclosure, I am long shares of the four companies, IOVA, NTLA, NVAX, and TEVA. This is never meant to be financial advice, and we're just reporting our findings to you all and hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.